Hello, Economics 201 students, and welcome to your online intensive 8-week summer class. So this is just a short introductory video to give you sort of an orientation to what's going on around here. Maybe the first thing to draw your attention to is where you can find the course syllabus. That thing will give you the course basic schedule and all of the terms and policies, the grading scale, the contact information. So to get to that thing, you're going to find the syllabus attached to the week 1 module. You can get it there. And it's also on the announcements page under announcement number 1. So you have 2 places to reach it. Now you take a look at that syllabus. It's got all your details as far as what you're required to do, what your grade will be based on, what your weekly duties will look like. In general, though, you need to know that the course runs through the modules. So on the left-hand side of your course menu there, you'll see a list of possibilities. One of them is modules, and you have 1 module per week. So 1 for week 1, 1 for week 2, and so on. And those modules each have the complete amount of material you'll need for each week. Students often enjoy using the course calendar. That's totally fine. The course calendar, though, only has the due dates on it. The due dates for each of your weekly assessments, which we'll mention next. Okay? So the calendar's fine for due dates, but you'll need to go to each week's module every Monday to see what's up. Okay. So what will you see in each module, and what kind of work will you be doing every week? Well, there's a couple of different things. Each week, obviously, you're going to have some textbook material, some chapters from your regular Krugman textbook, as well as your real-world reader volume. So each week the syllabus indicates which chapters you'll be responsible for and which articles from your reader. Okay. You'll also find that on the introductory note that's at the beginning of each course module. So we'll also tell you what textbook chapters you need and which reader articles you're responsible for. And I'll also mention some of the key ideas you'll be encountering for you to use as a guide. Next, in each weekly module, you'll see the Krugman textbook chapters in the PowerPoint form. I know many students like an abridged version of the textbook, one that you can sort of treat as a sort of online lecture, and that's what the PowerPoints are provided for. That's of use for many students, they've said over the years, so those are available. Okay. You'll also, every week, have a video from me, in which I'll talk about the material for that week, try to walk you through some of the points that are usually a little bit stickier for students, especially in the face-to-face classes. You'll see that in those videos there, which are just meant to be a study aid for you. So also each week, okay, you'll have a homework assignment. Homeworks in the online sections are for practice. They're not graded, just as the syllabus will indicate to you. They're there for you to have some practice before you go jumping into each week's regular quiz or the 2 tests in week 4 and week 8. So you have some homework practice there, and you can always email me your questions or issues when dealing with that. Okay. Then each week, okay, you'll have a discussion and a quiz. And the discussion boards are your participation grade. So each week, you must put up 1 substantial original post dealing with the question or the prompt that's provided in each weekly discussion board. And you also need to respond to at least 1 post by a fellow student. And again, the syllabus section on the discussion boards has more information about this. And if it's unclear, just send me an email and or bring it up on the first week's discussion board if you'd like to talk about it with everybody. That's fine too. So you get credit for your discussions. Those are due every Friday of each week, each weekly module. They're due Friday at 5 p.m. West Coast time. And that's a real requirement just to make sure that everyone's getting in and making some contributions at around the same time, at a time that makes sense for me to be able to participate also. All right. And finally, each week you'll have a quiz, okay? A timed quiz. Obviously it's open book. This is an online section. But for that reason we time the tests, and you can see what the time limit is when you're about to begin the exam. And that means you need to basically know your material, know where to find details in the book before you take your quiz. Okay? And again, the homework is good practice for those. You'll have 1 of those each week, mostly multiple choice, and usually at the end of each quiz you'll have 1 or 2 short essays where you'll write a paragraph or 2. Okay? Now, in weeks 4 and 8, you will additionally, after the quiz, have your midterm, if it's week 4, or your final exam in week 8. And that's where we will take the full measure of your understanding of the course up to that time. The format for those is very similar to the quizzes, of course. And you'll have some practice under your belt by that time. So those are the main weekly assignments. Discussion boards due Friday at 5. The quizzes are due Sunday at midnight, so I can grade them Monday. Okay. And every once in a while we have a problem with a student getting knocked off their internet access during a quiz. Don't worry, just email me right away and let me know what happened, and usually we can arrange for a make-up or to open up that quiz for you again. What additional notes? There's a term paper also. You'll see the assignment for it in the modules. Term paper isn't due till the end of the term, which in the summer, though, is only about 7 weeks later. So you'll want to keep an eye on that. You'll be writing a short term paper on an economics-related subject of your choice. So you've got a good deal of freedom there, but you will need to write a paper for your credit for the term. But that's most of the important things you want to know about what you'll see coming. So again, grab a copy of the syllabus from the week 1 module or from the course announcements page, and that should give you some more detail on all this. And you can ask me questions about any of this stuff. You can go to the week 1 discussion forum, which is just an introductory forum post, okay? Or you can shoot me an email, and you can use my TCC email. However, for my online classes, my preference, I prefer to keep that email in the Canvas system. So writing to me through the Canvas email facility is your best bet for hearing back from me. And as the syllabus indicates, we do follow the TCC policy of trying to respond to emails within 2 business days. I'll often do better than that, but that's the minimum standard. Okay. I think that's most of the main points. Okay, so you'll have future videos from me in this course, and again, you can always reach out through electronic communications. So let me know what issues you have. Good luck, and I'll see you on the boards.